Immature. The man's immature, you know?
From Hollywood. Welcome to the Rat's Ass Podcast with Mojo Elliott.
Oh, you have no idea the level of my immaturity. All right, buckle up, my fiends. I'm going to sow a few wild oats today.
Who gives a rat's ass?
From the Mojo studio on Sunset and Vine, hiding from a bunch of drugged-out freakazoids, but the hell with them. The rest of us are going to take off on another mind-altering, action-packed adventure.
Let's do it.
Here's what's on tap on the Wrap. How the left does the voodoo they do on you. Gavin Newsom is gone in 180 days. We were reminded over the weekend why we can't wait. Sammy Hagar tells cancel culture to lick his taint. It got red hot in Ohio last week. The reason will shock you to your core. And the worst TV show finales of all time. Another round of head trauma is on the way. The movie Mashup is on deck. Plus, our usual lunacy and loose behavior, including the angry American and weird, wacky, and ridiculous people. That's what's up today on the Rat's Ass Podcast for Monday, July 6th. How was your 4th of July weekend? I guess if you're here and I'm here, we all survived. But how about that fireworks display in D.C.? It was spectacular. Did you see it? I mean, my God, I cranked up my Cerwin Vega XLS 215s, and it sounded like we were there in D.C. Reports said they shot off 851 shells. 851. And I thought, why not make it 1 million? It's our 250th. I kind of felt shortchanged after that. All right, before I get into the wrap here, a new round of Radio Wars is happening on the Rat's Ass Podcast blog. It's WDVE in Pittsburgh facing off against KLOS in Los Angeles. WKBU New Orleans slayed WAXQ in New York last round. And it wasn't even close. Kind of embarrassing for the New York station. But thanks for voting. Appreciate it. Go play again. Also, you have until September 30th to join Rat Nation to be eligible to play the Ponzi scheme we got coming up this fall. Go to our hub at ratsasspodcast.com for all the info on both Radio Wars and the Ponzi scheme. All right, let's get into the rap today. I found it kind of funny that Wayne Kirby from Sioux City, Iowa, suggested that I frame this segment as Fall Into the Rap, piggybacking on the old Fall Into the Gap. Wayne, no, a little too cheesy, even for me. You know, I love the chase, but in fact, as a matter of fact, I have Swiss cheese slices in my shoes right now and some mozzarella balls in my shorts. All right, how many times have I told you over and over again that the left always blames conservatives for what they're guilty of doing? And I'm not the only one who's noticing, thank God, how the left does this voodoo that they do on you. This is Professor Melissa Street to give you a little bit of a history lesson here.
When the left accuses conservatives of being horrible things, it's actually what the left is to be blamed for. Have you noticed that? Here's a perfect example. Conservatives are called fascists. Tina's been called a fascist. You guys have been called a fascist. I've been called a fascist. Who invented fascism? Mussolini. Who inspired Mussolini? Karl Marx. What did Mussolini hate? Capitalism. What do we love? Capitalism. What do we ask for? Limited government. What did fascism advocate for? Huge government. Huge lies. Big lies are being taught. Wisdom and discernment is the only way to inoculate our children against these lies.
Now, do you believe me? All you got to do is pay attention yourself. Really, you'll see it now that we brought it to your attention. On America's 250th anniversary, we Californians were reminded why slumlord Gavin Newsom has been the worst of all 39 previous governors combined. You know, instead of people getting to celebrate the 4th at one of our most beautiful beaches, we saw rioting, looting, and fires being set at Newport Beach. You know, it was like it was the last ride for the thieves and thugs before our fuck-faced governor leaves office at the end of December. You know, Newsom better hope I never run into his ass at a restaurant, a department store, or a gasoline station. I'm going to take Maxine Waters' advice and push back on this son of a bitch.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is.
What are you people? On dope?
Sammy Hagar was supposed to play in D.C. Saturday night as a special guest. But if you follow Sammy on the socials, we knew he was going to be appearing. Thanks to the lightning. Thank you, God. The musical portion of the show, including Sammy's set, was scratched, but the left lost their damn minds anyway and went on social media to bash him for supporting Trump. But in a nice way. Sammy told them to fuck off. He said he was there to celebrate America's 250th anniversary and would have done it regardless of who the president was. Little patriotism from the Red Rocker. Now, I, honest to God, don't know why anyone listens to these leftist scumbags. I mean, think about it. These were people we all made fun of in school and never wanted to be their friends with in the first place. And now we allow these losers to dictate how society in America operates because they hide behind social media? Come on. We ignored these cross-eyed, booger-eating fat asses when we were teens. So why can't we ignore them now? Why? Remember the scene in Animal House where the campus security takes the bar from the Delta House and Bluto went nuts? I had a similar reaction when I heard about this. Last week in Ohio, a semi-truck carrying 40,000 pounds of Frank's Red Hot leaked all over the northbound 71. It's equal to 53,333 regular bottles of Frank's Red Hot. Couldn't believe it. I don't know about you, though, if you're a fan of the hotness. I'm going out today and buy about a dozen bottles before the prices skyrocket for a Frank's Red Hot shortage, because I put Frank's on everything. And I do mean everything.
That's just about enough of that.
Nothing pisses me off more than, I spent several years immersed in a TV series, and the finale gets here. You get all excited. You can't wait. You buy tons of popcorn, soda, snacks, and you're ready to dig into the finale. All excited. You turn it on. It turned out to be a pile of monkey dung. Let's see if you agree or disagree with my top 5. At number 5, I've got Gossip Girl. Sucked into that series for years. Dan Humphrey turned out to be the Gossip Girl. I knew it was a guy, but I thought it was that rat bastard Chuck Bass. Number 4, House. House died in a fire and was visited by ghosts from his past. I mean, did the writers watch Scrooge the night before? Is that how they came up with a plot on that one? God, what a sad ending to a great show. Then at number 3, I've got Seinfeld with Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer getting sentenced to 1 year in prison for not being a good Samaritan. It was lewd, outrageous, preposterous. And The Sopranos at number 2. Tony Soprano is approached by a gangster while sitting at a table in a diner, and the scene cuts off without telling us if Tony gets whacked or not. Bada bing, bada boom, I've never watched the show again because of that. And number one, after 10 years, 10 seasons of The Blacklist, Red Reddington, the FBI's most wanted man who eluded them for decades, gets trampled and gored by a bull. It was complete.
Bullshit!
Yeah, thank you. All right, the angry Americans' testes are feeling a little testy today. This is Tim Kramer.
White people are the minority of this planet. Yes, Western civilizations are primarily white, but the rest of the planet, everywhere else, isn't. We are the minority. So here's the question. Why isn't there a push for diversity in Nigeria, or Indonesia, or India, or China, or Japan? Why is it only Western white nations that must diversify and, get their strength through diversity instead of unity? Thought about that lately? If not, you should.
I'll put it on my schedule.
When this guy shakes it off, he really shakes it off. Here's Mojo Elliott with his spin on sports on the Wrap.
All right, it's winter say good night for the USA men's world soccer team when they play Belgium tonight. Now, as of right now, the USA's Florent Balogun. Whatever happened to names like Joe Smith? Anyway, he's been cleared to play thanks to President Trump getting involved to get Florent's red card tossed out. Belgium is protesting, though. But if you saw the play in question, I don't know much about soccer. Even I knew it was a bullshit call, okay? Bullshit call. My God. And by the way, our friends in Belgium who listen to the Rat's Ass podcast, let me ask, would you rather beat the USA with their best, or would you rather whine your way to the next round? I think the folks in Belgium would say, let's beat the Americans with their best. All right, watch it on Fox tonight starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, but the rest of you can figure it out. All right, the sports doldrums, almost over. We got baseball all-star game coming up on the 14th, then the trade deadline looms. We're in the middle of NBA free agency, and the Summer League has just begun. And by August, preseason football will be here. So it's starting to heat up here in the next couple of weeks. Now, as a Raiders fan, I know I should be psyched up for the upcoming season. You know, Mendoza, Bowers, Genty, Crosby, a new head coach, and Clint Kubiak. But in recent years, we Raider fans, well, you know, we got boners over Josh McDaniels. He failed. Last year was the same thing with Pete Carroll. 3 wins. Ended up being one and done. And I'm supposed to get excited about a first-time head coach, a rookie QB, a running back who is too small. And let's face it, when you have a number 1 receiver by the name of Trey Tucker, nothing says Keon Brock Bowers more to me. Now, I might get excited if the Raiders signed a couple of number 1 type wide receivers to help Kirk Cousins and the rookie QB with Tucker playing slot. I could go for that. Plus, the Raiders have no backfield depth whatsoever. So until the Raiders prove they can win a few games, you're going to have to call me Mr. Skeptical. And that's my spin on sports on the Wrap.
Rat's Ass Podcast. Head trauma.
All right, today we are going to play the movie mashup. This is where I play 3 clips from 3 different movies, and you have to guess what movies they're from. So listen up. Here we go.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Fuck you. Fuck me.
I have no money to give you.
All right, let's do it one more time.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Fuck you. Fuck me.
I have no money to give you.
All right, there you go. Go fidget with your nuts, and we'll have the answers for you coming up here on the podcast.
It's time for some loose behavior on the Rat's Ass Podcast.
All right, so we can all feel better about ourselves on a Monday. Let's dig into some weird, wacky, and ridiculous people. Rob Cash, you heard correctly, Rob Cash from Philadelphia was running low on funds and came up with a brilliant idea. Rob found a busy street on the corner in the city of brotherly love and hung a sign around his neck that said, $5 to kick me in the nuts. $5 to kick him in the nuts. People lined up down the block to give him a good swift kick, too. Over 500 people whacked his mole that day, and Rob didn't flinch once. Do you want to know why? I'm not going to tell you. No, gotcha. Because Rob actually had his nuts shot off in Afghanistan.
Hey, heads up. Here comes your celebrity cheese.
All right, now that Taylor Swift is a married woman, what do you think's going to happen next? A new album or a new baby? I'll bet my third nut this is Travis's last year in the NFL. I mean, if anybody has Mr. Mom written all over him, it's Travis. Any guy that goes out in public with a bucket hat on, that's a Mr. Mom title. I'm sorry. Got to tell you, though, all the celeb cheese today is all about Mr. and Mrs. Swift. So I've said all I'm going to say about that. So what do we do when we have a slow news day? We fall back on the box office results. That's right. Number 5, Disclosure Day. Number 4, everybody said this movie was a huge piece of crap, but it's Supergirl. Number 3, Young Washington. Number 2, Toy Story 5. I've always said if they get to 7, I'll watch this series. Number 1, Minions and Monsters. Now, here's the shocker for me. I haven't really paid a lot of attention to this. Michael. The Michael Jackson movie has grossed almost $375 million. To give you some comparison, Bohemian Rhapsody about Freddie Mercury from Queen only did $197 million over its first 72 days. So clearly, racist America still loves them some Michael Jackson. Probably because he tried to turn himself white, though. So let me just touch on a few shows I'm streaming, too, while it's a slow news day. The Pit. I know I'm late to the party on this one, but I listened to your emails. You said you got to try it, you got to watch it. Because my 2 rules are it's got to be unique and it's got to be compelling. I agree with you. Damn good show, The Pit. Season 5 of Hacks is a huge disappointment. I loved the first 4 seasons. I watched 3 episodes and I couldn't take it anymore. It's lost its edge. And Dutton Ranch, 9-episode winner for season 1. My God, this was a good series. Kind of slow in the beginning, but it wrapped up real nice. Can't wait a year for the next one. God, I hope I stay alive. I think we can all agree, though, we love it when Rip just beats the hell out of other cowboys. But did you notice that Beth isn't as high-strung as she was on Yellowstone? I think killing her brother Jamie seems to have mellowed her out just a bit. And let me leave you with something that'll make you go, WTF. Can you believe it'll be 29 years ago next month that we lost Princess Di in a car accident in Paris, France? 29 years. Now, the WTF is Diana would be 65 right now.
Holy shit!
And that is an age slice of celebrity cheese for you.
Who gives a rat's ass?
Rat's Ass Podcast. Email from our Gmail.
All right, this is where you send your questions, comments, and observations to my producer, Fleabag, at ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. And anything goes. The more outrageous and salacious, the better. And it's impossible to offend me, but please try your best. Farhead Z, Brooklyn, New York, said, why do you always call Zoran Mamdani Loron? Get it right, asshole. Well, Farthead, when Zoran announced he was running for mayor of New York City, I looked at this smiling jackass's face, and I knew right away that he was a
loser.
Yeah. So I mashed loser and Zoran together and came up with Loron.
Loser.
Oh, Mamdani, though. You know, if a turd could talk, it would look and sound just like him. That negative fucking speech he gave on Friday was pathetic. Like Mamdani. But hear me clear, farthead. Fuck Laron Zoran. And everything this commie pilot trash stands for. Are we clear? All right, Beverly C., Jacksonville, Florida. Mojo, really enjoyed your article called Socialism Defined on your blog. The way you laid it out should make the stupidest person understand socialism is the last thing we need in the United States. Well, I tried to dumb it down for the already dumbed down, Beverly, but 2 points that I'll share here on the podcast. All you need to know is limited government and personal freedom to use capitalism as a tool to build your own wealth is the only way to ensure your financial future. If you think the government is going to do that for you, good luck with that. Point 2, every millionaire and billionaire, even trillionaire like Elon Musk, all built their wealth through capitalism. Democrats and Republicans alike. Now here's the challenge I have for you. Okay? Show me one goddamn communist socialist who isn't in the government that's a millionaire or a billionaire. I'll be right here waiting for that answer. All right, Jared K., Kalamazoo, Michigan said, I want to thank you for sharing your story about living with type 2. I've been dealing with it for 2 years, and I struggle big time. Tried the Chat GPT option you mentioned, and it's like having a doctor in my pocket. You know, that's a great way to put it, Jared. And I'm really, really glad I could give you some info that you could really use to help you with that monster within.
Mojo, my son?
Hello, God. You're interrupting my show again.
I'm God. What are you going to do to me? Hey, look, I just wanted to tell you that helping Jared and the others with type 2 scored you a few extra points to get into heaven.
Really? Well, thank you. How many points do I need to get into heaven? How many more? God? God! God! Damn, why does he always do that? All right, Max B., Tyler, Texas, has a dating dilemma.
Oh, isn't that special?
Max said he started seeing this girl about 3 weeks ago. He said we've been out a half a dozen times. She's hot, a lot of fun to hang out with, but she doesn't want to have sex. She has this 6-week rule before she'll do more than just make out. The problem I have is she's really doing a full court press on me to meet her parents. That I'm not up for. When do you think is the right time to give in and meet her parents? God, I don't know, dude. You know, when I was dating back in the day, when the meet the parents conversation came up, I ended the relationship. I hated meeting parents. Absolutely hated it. But if you like her, I'd say wait until you have the sex first. I mean, how much time do you have left to wait? What, 3 weeks before you get some nookie from the cookie? Then I decide. I mean, hell, after you two have the hot, lovely relations, who knows? Maybe she won't want you to meet her parents. All right, Teresa P., Long Beach, California, said, I did something I've never done before, and I have to tell somebody who doesn't know me personally. I brought not one, but 2 guys home last weekend and had a threesome. It was so much fun. Really? Okay. She said, I can't wait to do it again, but with 2 different men. I want to know, is it possible to get addicted to threesomes? How could it not be addicting? I mean, my God. But the correct term for this is finger cuffing, by the way. But here's what I would want you to think about, Teresa. Let's say you meet the man of your dreams, and during the get-to-know-each-other phase, the old body count question comes up. Now, are you going to be honest and say you were into finger cuffing men, or are you going to keep it to yourself, knowing every time you gaze into his eyes, you'll have to swallow? Maybe that was a poor choice of words. You'll have to suppress the truth, and it will eat you up bit by bit until you wither away into being a shadow of yourself, and you return to your finger cuffing ways to bring your soul back to life.
Rat's Ass Podcast. Head Trauma.
All right, the name of the game is the movie mashup. I played 3 movie clips from 3 different shows, different movies, and you have to guess the movies. Let's review. All right, listen close again.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Fuck you. Fuck me.
I have no money to give you.
All right, if you guessed Ace Ventura, Austin Powers, and Trading Places.
Yeah, baby.
Congratulations, you got it right. But if you missed it, go see a doctor about your head trauma and get well soon. All right, I'm going to go joyriding with Paul Pelosi today and got to go find a helmet. But first, is this real or is it riffraff? Alexa, you're up here. Would you believe giraffes spend 80% of their day eating? Alexa, is this real or is it riffraff?
Yes, it's real, but so do the women on The View.
Alexa just told a joke. Are you going to be here all week?
I don't have an answer for that.
I do.
Get the fuck out.
All right, welcome. New Rat Nation members, Cliff Hayes of Erie, Pennsylvania, Mandy Carmichael of Dayton, Ohio, Brad Peterson from Norman, Oklahoma, and Jeff Obradovich from Tempe, Arizona. Around the world to Rome, Italy, Luxembourg, Germany, and Melbourne, Australia. Our friends down under. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for being here.
Now's your chance to be one of the few and the loud. Join Rat Nation at ratsasspodcast.com. Membership does have its rewards, you know.
All right, that's a wrap for this episode of the Rat's Ass Podcast. Go to ratsasspodcast.com to visit our hub and listen to previous episodes. Read the blog. It's loaded with lots of hot topicality, including Radio Wars. Watch Rat's Ass Rock TV, join the mischief at Rat Nation, and connect with us on the socials. We'll do this again on Thursday, July 9th. Take care of each other, and thanks for stopping by the Rat's Ass Podcast in partnership with the Oz Podcast Group.
The conversation continues between podcasts on X and ratsasspodcast.com. ratsasspodcast.com.